Okay. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. Hey everybody, Rob Orgel with Silencer Syndicate, and obviously we're at SHOT Show 2025 over at the Huxwrx booth. Now, I think a lot of you already know that Huxwrx, in my experience, has not been my favorite of suppressors. I've been doing this a while with the Huxwrx. We were just talking about the over-the-barrel original system.
Old school.
But it was pioneering. It was new. It was very cool. It was
very early.
Very heavy.
Yes.
And with the over-the-handguard systems we now use now, it's just, it's not applicable. And I know that there were some fail points that were eventually discovered in that suppressor, so they were discontinued. Then came the QD, then came the from OSS to Huxwrx transition. And in the end, I kind of decided, and I even said to one of the reps, I was like, I don't really like your silencers. And he was kind of like, I don't know what to do with that, Rob. Hey everybody, quick interruption from your video. I'm sorry, I'll keep it short. First, this video content was made possible by our supporters. These awards getting to SHOT Show took a lot, and we wanted to thank our three major supporters. The first was East Valley Tactical. Eric has gone a long way, and he's gone way out of his way to help support our channel. We've bounced ideas back and forth and worked very closely to come up with who deserves these awards based on both of our experiences. Next, House of Pain Ammunition, or HOP Ammo, veteran-owned company, and we've burned through 17,000 rounds of 5.56 from my personal collection. House of Pain is going to start offsetting that ammunition for us and help support the content we're creating. Next is Rifle Speed. As you know, Rifle Speed has been working alongside us for quite some time, and they've been the unlocking key to our back pressure tests. They've gone way out of their way and given us lots of support to create this content, travel to SHOT Show, and present these awards. All right, guys, back to your video.
Fair.
Yeah, and then you came out with your full-size 5.56 suppressor.
Yeah.
That suppressor changed my mind. So tell me a little bit about how that silencer can be, and I have an award to present you, but I'm going to make you all wait to the end of the video to see what that award is. There's only 7 awards we've given out.
Thank you.
So you're one of a very select few of 126 silencers we're testing.
We are honored.
I look forward to presenting to you, but you have to wait. All right, so tell us about, one, the full-size 5.56, and then your new products.
Okay, so I'm going to start out. You started mentioning about the Gen 1, the very early on OSS, the big reflex, the multi-piece cans, right? And how that kind of continues into technology now. So for us, that was a very early iteration of an idea that we had about human exposure workshop, Huxwrx, the safety of the end user of the weapon system.
Huxwrx is human exposure.
Human exposure workshop, yeah. So Huxwrx Safety Company, as you notice, our logo now, the rebrand of OSS, was about protecting the shooter in many, many different ways, whether it's professional or if it's a hobby, or those of us that like to pretend we're professional. There's a lot of us around. Taking that first generation, the first iteration of it, and changing it and forever modifying it and coming into what you see now on the booth. We're at SHOT Show 2025. Now we're into the 3D printing. For us, it allows us to be hypercritical of our product ourselves and make changes over and over again. So the one we bring to you is the one that we have just beat to death, tried to destroy, nitpick every small detail till we think it's perfect for y'all to be able to use it. So that goes all the way back to Gen 1.
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense to see that lineage. There's a lot more clarity now in my mind for those topics. So I appreciate that transition of information.
Of course.
Next, your new products.
Right, so new products for SHOT Show 2025. We have the Flow Range 36. This is a 338 Lapua rated can that is light enough to hang on the front of a pistol and not induce malfunctions.
So you can put this on a pistol too.
Yeah.
So you're seeking out the versatile, do all, low back pressure, and up to, okay, but on a 338 Lapua Magnum, it would work, but would it sound good? Is it really made for that, or can it do it?
It is really made for that.
Really?
So when I mentioned to you us scrutinizing our product ourselves to an extensive limit, right? As a sales rep for Huxwrx, I have a territory I cover, and I got often asked, because our competition they've always had a universal product, right? You have a do-all can. And at the time for us, we didn't feel the technology lent itself well to be a home run for the public on a do-it-all can. We didn't want to bring something
it would sell, but you want to nail it.
It's not amazing. Yeah. So for us, through all the way from Gen 1, like you mentioned before, to now what we've learned, being hypercritical, printing one, shooting it, needs changes, print a new one that night, test the next day, print a new one, test the next day, we're able to come to a suppressor that we think is an absolute home run. And in my opinion, as an enthusiast myself, checks every single box that I would want out of a one dual suppressor.
So I see that you have a mount on the other. I know that's a new thing for you guys. You had, I think, a version of it some time ago, but this is the new version of it. And I think my biggest gripe, and still today, is the proprietary mounting system. Now, there's some pros. It's non-timed, so you can screw it onto any, even shoulderless. There's a lot of merits in your mounting system with the torque that it creates, that it tightens on. Sometimes it carbon locks, but all things considered, it is a great system. But now you're giving me the versatility I've been asking for.
So you see here our Hub 2.0. This is already a second iteration of our Hub from last SHOT Show. We already made a change from the first Hub now to this Hub to be even better, to be lighter, take less torque, to have more grip on the muzzle device. So as you mentioned before, the versatility, this is hub adaptable, right? The industry standard for suppressors, being able to run any brand muzzle device in the back end of a suppressor you want to. Not only that, you can take our piston reduction ring, screw it in the back of this with this hub out, screw that ring in, and now you can go down to a pistol, whether it's a booster piston or a tri-lug or a direct thread, and throw this in the front of your MP5 with the tri-lug, throw it in the front of your pistol. If you're in a Huxwrx, you can use this as well. You get more suppression out of it, more versatility. When you're done, throw a hub back in it, throw it in a 338 Lapua, and go to town.
I love that, because as soon as you say 9mm, the first thing is like, okay, I want it on MP5, because MP5s with back pressure are problematic.
Good on an MP5.
It's so logical. I'm super excited to do some real testing on that suppressor. But then you also have a 9mm suppressor.
We do, yes. And mentioning earlier about running on MP5, I actually talked to a manufacturer of MP5s the other day. We were talking about the decrease in back pressure from our flow through, about needing to go in and change the locking piece in your MP5, how it really isn't necessary with these. So now we've taken the reliability aspect, buying extra parts, gunsmithing on your gun, out of the equation. You keep the same engineered gun, though a can on it doesn't know it's being run suppressed with our flow through technology. And mentioning MP5s as well, for the SD style guys, something I forgot to talk about, we have wrench flats in the front of our can now. So you need to tighten
you can drop it inside
under a handguard and still be able to tighten your can up.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, that's an interesting design.
Our Geo flash cap with wrench flats on the outside.
So this guy can do really kind of anything.
Right.
And it's running on a pistol. It's running on a 338 Lapua Magnum. It's low back pressure. It's versatile.
Yes.
And you can pull this hub system off so that you can use whatever system you like.
Right.
The 9mm one. This is much more designed to go on the end of a pistol. As this one is specifically designed for, yes?
Specifically designed for pistol, but what's really cool being Bravo, 300 super rated.
Really?
Yes.
That's wonderful. And that's small.
It has a what I call a pistol can with a light rifle rating. That's what I tell people.
Okay, that makes sense.
Easy way to kind of digest it. 300 super, 300 sub. You know, you get the lever gun guys that want to run 38 special. They want to run 357. Obviously 9mm or 32 ACP off of this can. Super lightweight. I don't know if you've held it yet.
No, I have not held it.
Very, very lightweight.
Nice. Do you know how much this weighs? All the weights in your
the
piston,
booster assembly on the back end weighs more than the can does. The can stripped by itself is, I want to say, right around 4.7 ounces.
That's light. That's good.
Full auto rated, no minimum barrel length, even on 300 super.
It looks like a K can.
Yes.
So how does it sound?
Really good. I was skeptical as a critic myself of cans, right? Being an enthusiast. I thought, okay, on 9mm subs, home run like you'd expect. MP5, home run like you'd expect. We did some testing with some flux raters in-house to make sure it would cycle, because they have been known to be kind of finicky. Home run on the fluxes, do it on blackout. I'm like, okay, let's see how it sounds. 11.5 blackout, indoors, no ears, subs, all day long.
Really?
It's very good.
So I know that we have both of those on the way for testing. I very much so look forward to, because I think last year going from a 5.56 and a 7.62 and down to a 6, it's like, that's very specific. And some guys are going to like that, and some guys are going to meh. And I was one of the meh. So to do a bigger leap, to do a bigger unveil this year, I think those two are going to be very interesting. And I like that Huxwrx is stepping into the space of the civilian user, because realistically, a lot of the stuff you guys are making really is not intended for the civilian user. It's just, hey, these guys like it, so you'll like it too. And now you're specifically really catering to those guys. So I love that. Having said that, I want to present you with our award.
I'm so excited.
Our award. I'm excited too. This suppressor. First off, I have to warn you, if you hit somebody with it, it can murder them.
That is fantastic.
It's very heavy. We've got a base. Cool. It rotates on your desk. So we chose your Huxwrx 5.56 Ti Flow as the most versatile suppressor, because I've got an AK-74 that doesn't like a silencer.
There you go.
And it has a no shoulder.
Okay.
And the screws right onto it. I've got the Bren 4.
Yeah.
You can't have a high back pressure suppressor on that gun. This thing, and it sounds great. I put green tips, took my ears off on a 10.3. Didn't hurt my ears at all.
Bassier tone?
Deeper tone with a hing on the end. And as behind the gun, the hing sounds a little weird, but how it came across on video, it sounds sexy.
Yeah, it does.
It's very cool. So to the do-all 5.56, don't worry about the back pressure. Don't worry about shortening longevity of the weapon, of your range time, or of your life.
Yes.
I think you guys really nailed it on the best 5.56.
Thank you so much.
Prostitutes.
This is a big honor. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
I hope it sits on somebody's desk and they get to watch it rotate. And
it is going to go in our showroom in our factory.
Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I would love to see a picture of it when it lands there.
We will definitely send one to you.
Love what you guys are doing.
Thank
Very
you.
much so looking forward to doing a deeper dive on the review of those two suppressors.
Expect a lot of awesome stuff coming for the rest of the year as well.
Oh, so you're going to release a couple things between now.
It's going to be a great year.
Smart. Yeah. it seems that every year SHOT Show is the day, but I feel like the industry has learned that maybe less people are coming to SHOT Show, maybe less people are paying attention, and maybe because we're evolving so darn quick that it's good to, every 4 months or every 3 months to say, hey, check out what we have now.
Here's a refresh. Here's something
Totally.
new.
It doesn't need to wait a whole year because we're moving too fast in 3D printing to wait a year. So I very much so look forward to what you're going to come out between now and then, because I think those have amazing potential.
They're home runs. Honestly, I really think they are.
Look forward to it. Brett, thank you so much for
much.
taking the
I
time.
appreciate it. Thank you again for the award. This is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey guys, if you like this content and you want to see more from SHOT Show, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Again, guys, you got us here. Your comments got the attention of the industry. It's because of you we're here. It's because of you we have awards to present, because these guys are actually pretty expensive. And you guys helped us with that. So we gain sponsors, we gain momentum. We are able to financially pay to come to SHOT Show. So thank you guys so much. Please keep up that good work in your comment section. And as always, stay safe.